Rambling with Ross. I hate driving, but we're doing that again. But Boss Lady's on the camera here. She said we have a public service announcement. I don't know what it is, honestly, so I'm slightly scared. And if you knew her, you would be too.
So the public service announcement, when we post these videos, you need to really soak them up because Ross has a lot of good information. And don't be worried about how many keys he has on his keychain.
Yeah, we had a bunch of comments on the latest video, which is kind of funny, but I have a lot of stuff and I don't like not being able to get into it when I'm at random things or places because I squirrel a little bit, right?
Yes.
And I also just have a lot of different things that we have to lock because a lot of people are scoundrels, so this isn't Mayberry, we have to lock everything. And we got lots of equipment to do this whole fishing thing year round, but that's not where I thought you were going with that, but okay. I kind of like that. I have a rambling that has nothing to do with fishing. We just went to the Jelly Roll concert on Put Bay. You know, that's our home away from home there. And long story short, Warren Zeiders, Oliver Anthony, Jelly Roll, not necessarily my genre per se, like some of their stuff, but was very disappointed with Warren Zeider, and then I Google him and find out he's 24, and that might have been the reason. So any of you 24-year-olds, he did not bring it. I like his music. Boss Lady, did you?
No, I'm a fan of Warren Zeiders, and not just because of how he looks, ladies watching. But he does have some good music, but it was very disappointing to see him in concert.
I understood more from Little Wayne.
Yeah.
It was Oliver Anthony, not a deep catalog as some of my other fishing buddies that were there said, because he played some other people's songs, did a good job, but he's just a guy you can't not like.
You could hang out with him.
He'd love a ginger like me, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a ginger.
He's a ginger, but he is very genuine. A lot of people that I know you guys probably think are genuine, especially in the fishing industry, I know are not genuine. Well, that'll be a video down the road at some point probably, especially if they piss me off. But he was just really, he was just a down-to-earth guy. I think that he'd be a guy I would like to drink a beer with.
Take a fishing, yeah.
I would definitely take him fishing. He, again, not political or anything like that, but he was...
good dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah, Jelly Roll, he played some, he like short, but DMX, he had some Eminem, but then he did obviously the stuff you guys see on TV and radio and all that good stuff. But yeah, that was, he was pretty good. You're a bigger fan of him than me.
Yes.
But it was,
he did good, and I like that he brought back his old hip-hop days and sang his newer stuff, and it was good.
Concerts on Put Bay are great, although they really dropped the shit. See what I'm doing here? With not enough porta potties. They had like 20,000 people there, roughly, and they had like 20, I think my boy counted 25 porta potties. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So that was a bad situation.
But can we talk about while we're bouncing all over and what road we're on that's so horrible?
Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what we're doing yet, but that's a good transition, as they would say. Producer, Boss Lady. We're in Michigan, aka the team up north, and their roads absolutely suck. You guys have more gas tax than anybody. You think you could do something about it, but all the people listening that live around me will definitely jump in on this, because I'd like to hear in the comments how many of you guys think that Michigan roads suck, as well as Michigan football. You're going to get your wins vacated, all you guys that are like, we won last year, finally, after 20 years. But at any rate, we are headed, I'm not going to tell you exactly where, longtime friend, partner. We're going to do some fishing here next few days. And so what should we...
Are we fishing for walleye?
Maybe. Maybe not. What we did just fish for walleye is a video dropped like a day ago, not even 24 hours ago. We had a video drop with B-Team Bob and Travis Hartman. If you didn't watch that, got a lot of really good feedback, so make sure you guys watch, like, subscribe, let us know what you thought about that one, besides the keychain, which is what she's talking about. We had an absolute smash fest. The bite was on fire, doing a lot of stuff that we have been doing with thunder sticks and lead core and dipsy divers. We might be doing something like that again, a little bit different maybe though, coming up. But that video, we had some really good tips. We had some really good info from Travis. That was the first time we filmed with Travis in the boat, like in a fishing scenario, straight fishing, not just doing biology stuff. And he gave us several things there. Did you agree, Boss Lady?
Yes.
That were like hey, this is what I thought, because we get a little offense. There's a lot of keyboard commandos out there. Hopefully you guys are not some of those that think they know everything. And I ask too, and I always say in these videos, like, hey, I'm not the fisheries guy. Well, we brought one, and he said, yeah, this is that, and there was a few things he said, honestly, I don't know. Like, we're going to do another video about, we had some people popping off at the mouth, and I'm not going to say yet because it's funny, because Travis said, no, they're not right. So we're going to have a separate video on that whole deal. But it was funny because on some of the stuff that people were very vocal about, they knew everything and whatever, Travis said you couldn't make the conclusion without dissecting the fish from what a lot of people were saying. So I thought, honestly, that was interesting that people that know everything on the internet, shocker, even the head of fisheries said he couldn't even make that. And when I showed him detailed stuff, he said you'd have to have more information to make an answer, accurate answer. So we have that, but we have a podcast coming out on our deep water deal, talking about a lot of fishery stuff with Travis and BT and Bob about the day on the trip and some things that we didn't show on the video because honestly, we had 3-4 fish on at all times. It was absolutely a dumpster fire. What would you categorize?
It was chaos, but then can we talk about Mother Nature's chaos? Like, we were on a time crunch. It was like the whole day.
I don't want to ruin too much, but the gist of it is...
But they need to watch the video.
I didn't think we were going to launch the boat.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the morning, I did not think we were going to go, and I was probably going to push the envelope, to be honest with you, more than those guys would have. They'll admit that when you watch the video. But then we had a little window, and then we didn't have a window. And then we had 70-plus mile-an-hour winds. So I watched till the very, very end. I know a lot of you guys do. Producer dude, boss lady, look at all these analytics, and they say that you guys do a great job of watching through. Thank you. But you're going to want to watch this one completely to the end to see what's going on there. Do we want to tease at all? I mean, because, I'm a tease about what we're doing? Or do you want to just let them just follow?
No, I told you, give them teasers without going too much. And there will be a video coming out on this as well.
We're fishing with one of my sponsors of over 20 years.
That's a good tease.
There's going to be some good old boy stuff. We're doing some product development. I've been doing some of this stuff for a very long time with those guys, and it's fun. We're gonna have some fun boy time here too. My God, Michigan drivers. There's a reason that we cross out M's at the Ohio State University here.
We're filming. No bad words. Let it go.
Wow. I'm not good at that. Any rate, so what else do we have? Video. Make sure you watch it.
Podcast. When does the podcast drop?
Sunday, of course. That's when we do podcasts.
And what should these people do if they want to be notified when stuff drops?
You have to subscribe.
Yeah.
So honestly, this is not to a majority of you when I say this, but one of the things we get, which is flattering, you guys are like, you're the videos we watch, da-da-da-da. Honestly, sincerely, thank you, appreciate it. But I will tell you this, it costs a lot of money and a lot of time in taking things away, which I have no problem with. But please help us by commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing it. If you share these, we're going to start doing giveaways randomly.
Pay the fee, share the show.
Yeah.
Pay the fee.
Please share it on your social media. Help us get around, in an even bigger audience. And we're going to do some random giveaways for people that are sharing these things, and not because we're giving a T-shirt away that day. If you just randomly share these things, we're gonna come up with something with some swag or some other sponsor stuff to just randomness. But again, I know a lot of you do that, so thank you sincerely for that. But we want to continue to do more of these things in the future and up the stuff. It just obviously, just like you guys, life and the business gets in the way because we have so many things going on. But we have multiple camera people now because of the schedules and stuff that we're doing. So help me make this keep going, and when we see those numbers and things and all that good stuff, that just allows me to push more time and effort into that. So that's enough on that. But this Sunday, the podcast, I think it's really good. I now preview all of these things since we might have some things left in there, like some F-bombs and things. Not for me, of course. But yeah, so I liked it. Did you think it was a good one?
It was a very good one, and I think they should, because we have some podcasts coming up, but they should comment below, like, what they'd like to see on a future podcast.
Yeah.
give us some ideas.
We answered questions also on this podcast.
Yeah, so if you guys were listening and were good followers and put your questions below in the previous YouTube that we told you to, your questions got answered.
And good questions. And again, I'm not trying to be a wiener, but sometimes we get like, hey, I'm fishing, and I'm not catching them. What should I do? Or, hey, I like crankbaits. What should I do with crankbaits?
Or, hey, I'm coming to Port Clinton. Can I have a waypoint?
Yeah. And the other thing, just watch, when you subscribe to those, again, not to be a rant thing, but like we literally had one of the questions was, how do you set up your lead core? That was literally a question we had. And we have a video that was put up about 2 weeks ago called How to Set Up Your Lead Core. And then I sent back to 2 people that sent that question. And I said, did you watch our video? And here's well, no, can't you just tell me? Guys. But I'm looking forward to the end of this week. We're doing a lot of traveling here in the next few weeks, doing some different stuff, not even Lake Erie stuff. So stay tuned, as we say, till the next episode. Let us know what you want to see more of. Bigwaterfishing.com, that's what we're doing.
That all you got? I guess we'll just keep on driving on these roads.